in the CBDs, the traditional central business districts. Let's take a look at some of those cities, starting off with Joburg, and we head into the heart of Newtown, the Newtown Park precinct. That's where workers are set to gather around about 10 o'clock before they start marching at 11 a.m. They'll make their way into Marshalltown, specifically Simmons Street, and that's where the Premier's office is. So making a statement at the steps of the Gauteng provincial government. A quick look at the mother city. This is a route which is often used for protests and for marches, starting in Keizersgracht Street, the Cape Peninsula University of Technology being an important milestone along that route. They'll make their way to the National Assembly. Parliament will receive their demands, or will be taking stock of what they have to say. Quick look at Durban. This is an interesting one as well. Essentially quite a long walk down one street. It'll start at King Dinuzulu Park. That's Marillier Road just above it. It becomes Dr. Pixley Kaseme Street as you head towards the municipality buildings. And as you get there, Durban City Hall, that's where they'll be handing over a memorandum and listing their demands. We understand they'll also be making a stop at the MEC for Economic Development, as well as the MEC for Labour. So a few stops on that particular march. A quick look at Bloemfontein. This will start at a community hall. It's known as the Bato Community Hall. Once again, marches heading along into the CBD, and they'll be taking their grievances to the Department of Labour, which is in Charlotte Macreke Street. So a fairly long walk for them, but one street essentially of that particular march, so maybe not too much traffic disruption there. Lastly, Kathy, just enough time to take a quick look at Port Elizabeth, and they'll be marching from New Brighton, and this is where they'll end up, Vuyiseli Mini Square, which is just opposite the City Hall. So plenty of action in all the major centres across the country, Kathy. We understand that for the most part, workers gathering at around 10 a.m. and marching by 11 a.m. So avoiding the early morning rush hour.